guys? Asher coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video. I'm not alone. I'm joined by Chosen Brad. Chosen plays. Chosen, what's up? Welcome to the channel, bro. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Ash? Good to see you again.
You too, man. I have brought you on to try something new, something exciting, something that we've never done before here. Last time we were on and we did the what did you call it again? The dopamine index?
Well, yeah, but I don't know if that's fully accurate because your start in Raid Shadow Legends was me reacting to your polls.
Ooh, that is true. This is back on my other channel, like before this channel even existed. Long story short that probably half the people don't care about, but like I was doing a sponsored video, and for me, whenever I'm going to do a full length video, not like a little ad read, it's like, dude, I need to talk to somebody who plays the game, you know, because I hate doing a 20-minute video in a game that I'm like that I'm like, oh well, look at this tavern, guys. So I invited, I actually asked Plarium, and you were their #1 choice. They're like, you need to work with Chosen. So we did that. You were there when on this account 5 years ago. You were there when I pulled my first legendary. Do you know who it was?
Remember the highlights of who you pulled?
Of course.
Who?
I remember my highlights because you'll never forget your first, man. I remember my first legendary, my first epic. My first legendary was Biggin. My first epic was Skull Crusher.
That is correct. Yeah, you're right.
I should have quizzed you because, of course, I'm going to remember. Did you remember? Yeah.
Well, I actually remember it somehow, but I remember telling you, like, dude, you got the counterattack epic your first day. That's so crazy.
I mean, there was no ally attack, obviously, back then, so it was all about Martyr, Valkyrie, Skull Crusher, and you're like, you got him! And I just
the first, like, 6 months of Raid, Skull Crusher was god tier, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's still pretty solid, you know, but, like, that back in the day, it was like, and I remember Biggin, too, I was like, is he good? And you're like, yeah, hell yeah, because, again, he was so 5 years ago, he was, like, one of the best nukers out there, like, you know, anyway. But first, today's video is brought to you by Watcher of Realms. That's right, the game that I love so much. I play every single day and I cover every single day on my second YouTube channel, Ash, Watcher of Realms. We just hit 14,000 subscribers, 161 videos deep. Join me. Why should you check out Watcher of Realms, you ask? Well, there's a lot of reasons, but right now, check it out, guys. We have 3 of the best. 1 super limited champion, Captain Reeve, as well as 2 of the very best heroes in the game. In Hex, oh, he looks good, and he is super good, one of the best marksmen in the game, as well as Zilithu, the best guild boss DPS inside the entire game, all on a 10x event right now, so go ahead and check it out. So guys, they just released the spring season preview. We got a bunch of new stuff. We have all these boosts that we talked to about. We have new skins in the game. We have a brand new dungeon in this game, as well as a legendary faction bundle. Speaking of new dungeons, guys, I'm super excited about it, right? It's Gear Raid 4. Bah, bah, bah. Gear Dungeon. It is super difficult. I've only cleared stage 3 so far, but it is awesome endgame content. It's key-based content. You guys are familiar, and it's all associated with this new gear that they've made available in the Forge. A lot of great stuff. So guys, go ahead and download using my link in the description below and check out my YouTube channel. Join me on my Watcher of Realms journey. And hey guys, I'm not gonna let you go without going ahead and giving you a few summons. A little impromptu shard opening here inside the game. Let's see if we can get, oh, we got a legendary! We got a legendary. It's almost like this was planned. The very first one, it's Kai. Okay, well, it's not the 10x. It's not Hex or Zilithu, but Kai is actually a really good marksman. He's kind of newish, probably about like 3 or 4 months old in the game. Well, there we go, guys. The very first summon, a legendary. I will take it. Thank you so much, Watcher of Realms, for sponsoring today's video, guys, and check me out on the YouTube channel. The link to download is in the description below. We're here 5 years later now, full circle, because we want to do...
What is this?
What?
277 primals?
Oh, I'm covering it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm free to play, basically. No, these are all going to be pulled tomorrow, my friend. Tomorrow. I hope there's a good offer so I can get 300. So here's the deal, right? I stopped recording videos on ancient and sacred shard openings, even though we're going to actually break that rule and open some sacreds in today's video, and we're going to grade all the champions that we pull. I stopped uploading those videos, so now I'm only doing shard openings now on voids and primals, right, on the channel, or yeah, voids and primals. That all being said, dude, is I got this stupid idea in my head that, you know what, instead of spending the money on ancients and sacreds, I'm just going to reallocate that money. $100 a week was kind of what I was spending, right, on primals until the next 2x. And it's been like 8 months, bro. Not really, but that's how long it's been. So I've been doing it. So now I have 277. How many mythicals do you think I'm going to get out of that? That's the question.
Oh, geez.
A 1% chance.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I'm getting like 1, bro.
Well, if it's 2x, it'd be 2%, right? So you're
no.
like,
it's a 0.5 normal, so it's gonna be I'm factoring that in already.
Yeah. So 1%. I mean, you're hoping for 3 or 4, but
I'm hoping for 3 or 4. I have this dirty feeling that a player is gonna play me very dirty, but we'll see. We'll see tomorrow for that video, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Chosen, let's get to it here. We're gonna grade. The reason I brought you on for this, and let you guys let us know if you like this format for a shard opening and kind of instead of a shard opening. But the reason I brought you is because I love you because you always give it to me, man. When you disagree, you're always like, nah, Dash, you suck, man. And like most people aren't that bold, and I like a little bit of boldness, right? It makes for good content. So anyway. If you disagree with me, you let me have. Actually, I want you to judge. We'll alternate. So let's start with sacreds, man. We'll do 5 sacreds. I have a bunch. I never do this. Do you ever do the prisms, man? Do you ever do the prisms?
I was actually just thinking about this last night. I was doing the math. I was like, because I still need fire gun for Mikage, and I was like, what are the odds of me getting the fire gun pull? And once I did the math, I was like, okay, never mind. I'm not spending. It's just, yeah. So
all right, save us the math. It's not worth it. Gotcha.
Yeah, I did the analysis, and nope, it's not worth it.
This is the first time I purchased these for this video. So I do have whatever this is. I think like 12, I guess. So we'll try out. Who would you want most on this list, by the way, of the?
Definitely fire gun for the epics because I need it for Mikage. Out of the legendaries, obviously the crown jewel in here is Newt. Probably.
Okay. I want to make sure we're on the same page, bro. I already have Newt, and he's still the crown jewel, right? Because 2 Newts, that could change your account. You know,
it's really good Legos though. I mean, Nisha, Harima, Kaimar, even Noct, Elva. Like, I mean, they're all solid. Nexmo's really solid. Hydra. Valve, Cupidus, really good legendary rotation.
For my account, I think my second most wanted would be Harima, just to empower. I'm a big Harima fan. Anyway, enough about what we want to pull. Let's pull some stuff here. So we'll do 5 sacreds. We'll do the remnant. The prisms, and then we'll do, I guess, some voids. Just as an appetizer, we'll give some people some voids. Who knows, Chosen? We might pull some legendaries.
I was doing a video like this a while ago, and Cold Brew just was ripping voids for fun, and he got a warlord. So you never know.
Dang. All right. Well, let's go ahead and hope for that, right? Okay, Marquise. Are you even familiar with what Marquise does? Counterattack, continuous heal on himself.
I mean, I haven't used him. He's a really niche kind of rare, but
an AoE sleep that can't be removed. That's an interesting one, huh?
Yeah.
What do you give this dude?
What do I give him?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as rares, he'd be like a B-. Yeah.
Okay.
C+. Like if you're comparing him to other rares.
I'll give him a C. A little bit, but we're in the same ballpark. All right, next. Not too exciting. Come on, I'll take that legendary. Okay. Rare. Hey, Reliquary.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I give Reliquary, I guess, again, to your point, I guess we're just going to grade compared to other rares, like, obviously, right? So I'll give Reliquary Tender an S-. Is that a valid score? S-?
I might say that's a little high. I think when she got released, maybe 2.5, 3 years ago, but now she does like the baby version of Attack Down, if I remember right, on her A1.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
So I'd probably go B+ with nowadays power creep.
All right, maybe. Okay, so I go S, you go B+. So there's a little gap here. Let me give you a quick 5-second Reliquary Tender debate here. Agree, worthless A1, especially the books, whatever. Tender's Watch is like, besides Heartseeker, it could be I think it's the strongest rare ability in the game, I think. A full cleanse and a big version continuous heal. Who do you think?
I mean,
name one ability better than this. What?
Cold Heart with the Heartseeker.
No, I said besides Heartseeker. Besides Heartseeker.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that part.
Yeah. No, it's okay. So besides Heartseeker, I think it's a full cleanse with a continuous heal on a 3-turn cooldown, and then she's one of the 5 rares in the whole game that can revive, Yeah,
because I thought you said besides Seeker, and I was like, what?
Oh, no, Heartseeker. Sorry, Cold Heart. Yeah. Okay. But besides that, so I think this like cleansing is so important in this game and continuous heal, whatever. That's why I put her in. Revives are hard to find in rares, but anyway,
she's definitely
you guys can let us know.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
All right, you go first on this one, man.
Yeah, so Saris, another victim of power creep, but when she was released, obviously S+. A lot of people had her as the strongest epic in the game.
True.
But it just doesn't cut it now to do a 4-turn defense break. So yeah, I'd go like a B.
Okay. Ooh, this is good. I like that you're a hard judger too. It's good because I was gonna go A-, but I think we'll probably land kind of in the same spot, right? Like as a debuffer, after they nerf this to a 6-turn, from a 5-turn to a 6-turn, or basically to a 3 to a 4 when booked, it did hurt her viability in PvE. But it's really cool that she does both debuffs and the buff removal. I still think she's really good. Her A2 is really cool. I love her pass. Like she is such a well-designed epic champion. Maybe it's the nostalgia and the look chosen, but I still give her an A-. But hey, to your point though, back in the day, I would have given her S tier for sure because
she was the best epic in the game. Like that first Halloween that she got released.
Oh, so good.
She broke the PvP meta.
Everybody was like running her. Every arena team had her. Every single one. All right, Ifrit. I forgot what Ifrit does. Do you remember?
I don't off the top of my head.
Decrease damage. Oh man, F for me.
Yeah. I mean, he does weaken, which is nice. It's more rare than defense down, so I might go like D. But yeah, it's a single target baby weaken. So yeah, I mean, he does have an all battle aura.
He does have an all battle aura. But listen, when you have an all battle aura in the weak version of weaken, and that's your main point, I'm giving him a D or a F. I agree. All right.
Yeah,
they need to buff some of these rares, dude. Dilgal. All right. I'll go.
He's not that bad.
I'll go. He's got Big Game Hunter. Boom. Where is it? There it is. Big Game Hunter. I like Dilgal. I like him. I don't love him. I like him though. I'll give him a B. I think he's a B. He's got an AoE 2-time hitter with a decreased accuracy. Like this is a solid ability right here for a rare. And then he's got triple hit. You know what? I'll go B+ on my man Dilgal. A good debuffer for bosses right there on the it's a 4-turn cooldown, but it's a dependable rate considering it's each hit on a 3-turn and an AoE big version decrease accuracy. What about you?
Yeah, I'd still stick with my C+, B-, but to be fair, they haven't added a lot of good rares in the last 2 years. So in the grand scheme of things, he is probably still one of the top 20-ish rares.
Oh, no love for my Dilgal chosen, Brad. I like Dilgal, dude. I like that guy. I mean, again, whatever. Go on. Next rare, we got Vanguard.
Ooh.
Vanguard, defense-based. He's got to provoke if they're under decreased defense.
Yeah. On a 3-turn cooldown. Yeah, that's
come
brutal.
on, man. He's got decreased defense on his A1, but come on, dude.
Only if it's lower than this champion. Yeah, this guy's worthless.
I know. He's good for I think fusing Justicar or something. I think that's his one use case. I'll give him an F. What about you?
Yeah, this one's an F for me. Way too many qualifiers, way too unreliable. Yeah.
I mean, come on. He's going to provoke one target. Just let him provoke. Draconis. How do you feel about Draconis?
Might be another F if I remember right.
Oh my God.
No, he's at least has a shield.
Yeah. He's got a shield. He's got a cleanse on a single target ally as well. A heal, but it's a 4-turn.
Yeah. And then heal. I mean, okay, I as a rare, I'd go like a C.
Okay. I'll go. It's funny. I used to like Draconis a decent amount, back in the day. He's HP based, so he's you can't see his base stats here, but he's kind of easy to keep alive for a rare. He was good in the beginning days of Scarab King as well, But I've soured on him. I can agree with a C.
Another thing that sucks when you're pulling shards is they don't show you the normal stats.
I know.
Yeah,
it's and Marquise,
level 1 crap.
Marquise, you want to rank me again, guys? Come on, man. Higher score, please. All right, Sacred Time. I think I'm close to my Mercy, dude. On I say that every time I pull any shard, but I feel like I really am here. All right, give us a legendary here. All right, we get Tome. She's kind of like a budget Sashi, just in looks.
Yeah.
She got steal. Yeah. She got an AoE decrease attack on a 3-turn cooldown, big version, and then a counterattack on an ally on a 4-turn cooldown. For 3 turns, if they're Shadowkin, fills their turn meter of all allies, and increased crit damage on all allies. Increased crit rate on allies from Shadowkin faction. She's like a little Shadowkin epic faction lord, dude. Increased heals and turn meter effects when used in Shadowkin faction. I didn't realize she was... I vaguely am familiar with her kit, but I forgot that she was so Shadowkin focus, like a little fine Princess of Avaria or whatever the heck she is for the Shadowkin. What do you think about Tume?
Yeah, and I'm not huge on the crit rate buff. I always just kind of ignore that because you can't really rely on it anyway. So
agree.
I mean, pretty fun for faction wars. A lot of tankiness with a decreased attack, and can also be a hybrid damage dealer. So like a C+ maybe.
I agree with that. All right. I like that she does the turn meter fill on that and the increased crit damage and stuff. Like, it's just enough to make me, have a little bit of respect for her. Oh, talk about an old school champion everybody used to love to have fun with. It's Deathless. How do you feel about Deathless, Chosen?
Yeah, niche teams that she can be fun in and some fun strategies. Obviously a lot less common now. Raid's released so many good epics in the last 2 years. So again, C+, B-.
Okay, I might offend everybody, but I go F. I mean, sure, it's fun to have fun in this game, right? Like it's cool to be able to pull off an awesome grim revenge, but I guess ultimately she's just like, it's what kind of team are you gonna try to build everybody dead for to try to pull off
the cooldowns? I would amend mine to like a D. Yeah, 5 turns. Yeah, like that's just not gonna fly nowadays.
Yeah, like she, again, fun champion, but fun doesn't always equal a good score. I
remember her having a little bit more utility than that, but that's not going to cut it.
All right, Fat Man.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, you want to go first on him? I forgot who went first last time.
Yeah, I mean, Farkin's like auto, at least A, A+, because he has a very carved out niche that you're going to want on your account. So, yeah, A+.
I agree. I can get down with A+ on this dude. He's just the best ally attacker out of any epic. And, that's a really valuable role to have on so many different teams, from a blender in the arena, if you want to be as old school, to like almost against half the bosses in Doom Tower, a lot of Cursed City areas as well. So yeah, Fat Man is the man. I totally agree. He's one of my favorite epics out there. All right. Oh man, I'm not seeing those legendaries. Thanasil. Oh man, talk about an old school champ who used to actually be like, people used to get excited about Thanasil. You remember those days?
Yeah. The first year of Raid, people were using him like in the Ice Golem and stuff.
Yep. Oh yeah. I mean, Oakskin, to be fair, is like not that bad of an ability, but the rest of his kit like really blows. An AoE, decreased duration of all enemy buffs on a 5-turn cooldown that does no damage. Ishk. He's got like increased defense and a heal. I give him a D plus, I guess, only because I feel like you can get increased defense nowadays. Like, I'd rather have marked, a rare, so.
Yeah, D plus C minus is fair. But he was definitely like a B plus early in the day.
Oh yeah. I remember, like, I think I made a video about him. I'm like, oh, this guy's amazing. Thrask. Dark Elf, kind of cool looking. From my recollection, she's not that cool though. Triple hitter, removing a buff on the target. And AoE decreased resistance. That's what she has on a 4-turn. There you go. What do you think?
The A1 is nice. So, like, yeah, the cooldowns I don't love. I'd go like a C. The A1 at least has some utility, but the chance is a little bit low. So, I can't go like F rating. She's just a C minus.
Yeah, I think I'd probably give her a. Again, I would love to see I'd love to see her base stats here, but, a triple hitter, a double hitter, removing buffs, decreased resistance. It's a very niche type champion, but I can get down with like I think I'd go C minus. All right, let's see if we can, come on, give us some legendaries here. Let's go. I'm going to do one at a time. Prism Shard time. We got, what is it? A 7% chance? What is it for legendary? 7? Husk.
I'm going to be so mad if you pull a fire gun.
I know, right? I'll try not to. Who you got? What do you got for Husk, man? Are you a Husk lover?
Yeah, Husk is really good. He's got a lot more value now that the Hydra came out. He can be a fun damage dealer there. So he's a little bit niche, but he's got a role. So I'd give him at least like a B minus.
Yeah, I'd probably go B plus, I guess, on Husk, a little bit higher than you are. But I feel like some people like, dude, look at this stage 14 Soul Cross. Are you into Cursed City, Chosen?
Probably not as much as you. I do try to clear it, what I can, but I don't have the awakenings you do. So I get bogged down real fast.
On the awakening levels, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal, dude. I was looking at this team earlier today. I'm like, okay, who do I need to build to try to tackle this hard stage? And like, I guess I need to build 18 husks. I guess that's what like, there's barely any teams that aren't running 2, at least, you know, on these best teams. And I'm like, oh my God, mainly because of his stun, you know, and provoke too. I love that he has the provoke and the stun in the kit and the enemy max HP. So again, I would, maybe I would go A- actually, but I'm also not like a diehard Tusker, you know, there's a few of those guys out there too. Okay.
We talked into raising mine a little bit.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Cryoden the Blue. Okay. I'm first on this one. I give S tier, man. I think he's one of the best epics out there overall.
Ooh, S tier.
I'm going S. I'm going S, like man. Him. Are you familiar with everything he does? He's got the triple hitter freeze on each hit, 35% chance. He's got the AoE ×2 on a 3-turn cooldown. Each hit with a 65% chance of placing a freeze. It's really bonkers that an epic has this ability. Again, like, I'm really doing a lot of nostalgia back in our day combo here, Brad, but it's like back in our day, like if you had an AoE freeze on a 4-turn, you were like, Shiramani was like the GOAT. You're like, whoa, you know, and nowadays, look at this, a 3-turn, very dependable. And then you add the big version, obviously increased speed and the turn meter fill on a 3-turn cooldown. He's got a little freeze synergy on the passive too, by filling his turn meter. What do you think of this guy? Obviously in Fire Knight Hard and areas like that, he's like S tier. But overall, I think he's like such a good control and then buffer to your team.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to grade tougher than you. I don't know if I would go S, but I could go A on Cry. I do love him. He's cool.
Fair enough. All right. Here we go. Cryoden number 2. He's just trying to give you one more shot, man. You want to come up a little bit on that score?
A plus. Yeah.
A plus. Okay. Come on. I want the Legos. A fat man again. This is ridiculous. It's ruining my video. These dupes are ruining my video.
No fire gun.
All right, it's time. Theodore the Savant. What do you think of Theodore the Savant? Where are you going to go here? It's your grade first, man. You're the tough grader. Where are you going to go?
I think I tend to like Theodore more than most people, actually. I tend to be too harsh, but I do really think Theodore is very good. Like early game, mid game, end game, solo strategies. I use him for my Dragon Hard, like hybrid team that levels up food during events and stuff.
Yeah.
I think he's very good. I'd probably go A.
Once again, we prove that Ashes overrates and you underrate, or whatever side of the argument you want to take. I give Theodore an S.
I gotta see where I have him on the dopamine.
On your dopamine. Yeah. Listen, man, I mean, all the reasons that you said, dude, like I was, it's funny when you're like, I'm a harsher grader than you are. I was like, all right, I'm going to be harsh on this next one, man, to show Chosen who's boss. And then it was freaking Theodore the Savant, bro. What am I supposed to do with that? But yeah, to prove your point, I think he's S tier. I have him. I have 2 copies of him. Now I have 3, but like, so I built them. I built the dupes. He's definitely one of those guys that you definitely want to build dupes of, not empower, right? Just PvE, he's such a monster. His defense base, they throw in the random increased speed buff just to give you even more utility out of this dude. He's got AoEs everywhere, or on the A1 at least. He's got the decreased speed. He's got the poisons. He's got the activation, not just poisons, but the burns too, so he can fit on either type of team. Really love me some Theodore. Where do you rank him in your dopamine?
Yeah, I was actually wrong. On my dopamine index, he's currently number 24, which means he's barely S. Yep.
There you go. Hey, Ugo.
Now, Ugo, I consider an S tier epic.
Okay, cool. So do I. To me, the thing about Ugo, I've said this before on the channel, but I don't think I've said it to you before, but like, the thing that makes her so cool is like, obviously she does a lot. She's awesome, but she really is kind of 2 champions in one. She's got like heals, obviously some cleanses, some pretty decent heals and decent cleanses. And then she has the decreased defense, but then she has the block buffs too, which is like in a lot of teams, when I use her, I just find that she really fills kind of 2 roles that I'm looking for, which I love, especially from an epic, you know?
Yeah, what puts her over the top is the 2-turn block buffs on a 3-turn cooldown, which is crazy for an epic. So,
so good definitely. In Hydra. I imagine that most people who have her, unless you're like uber endgame, you probably use her on at least one Hydra team, I imagine. All right, we got 6 left. We got 6 left here. Come on. One more legendary. Husk again, dude. Come on. Apparently, it's a very small epic pool here. Give me fire.
One more Lego. One more Lego.
Oh, there's your boy. Back to the olden days. Yeah. Chosen, is he any good? Tell me about him.
Yeah, so S tier in 2019, in 2024, probably. I mean, he's got like, I don't know, a C plus. I don't really see people use him anymore.
Oh man, it's so sad, bro, because I can't argue with, you know, your overall point, and that's like, I don't see a lot of people use Skull Crusher anymore. He's fallen out of vogue for Clan Boss, which was when we started, you know, playing. That was the big utility out of him. The Ally Protect plus the counterattack is just magical, you know, and he keeps himself alive as well with the Unkillable. So he's not being used a lot in Clan Boss anymore. You certainly could use him. And then other areas like Fire Knight, for example, right? He's got heal reduction. He's got, you know, counterattack, both very good. So very viable there. But I feel like everybody's moved in the direction of ally attack, you know, as well. Like the game has, you know. So, you know, I might go like B- because, you know, whatever. Maybe nostalgic reasons. He's my first epic ever, man. But he has definitely fallen off from the good old days. Let me make a little bit of room here. How many S tier epics do you like off the top of your head? Do you think there are like that you would have in the game? Are there like a ton or?
Yeah, I tend to try to stay pretty exclusive. Like, what do I say on my dopamine index? I say the top 25 legendaries are S tier. So maybe the top like 20 epics would be S tier.
Okay. Oh my god, dude. Come on, bro. Skull Crusher, you've gotten enough time in this. No, come on. Skull Crusher.
Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Skull Crushers.
What are the odds of that?
Epic empowerment win. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was a lag. It lagged a little bit.
Oh, there you go. Talk about a power creep right here.
Yeah,
Steel Skull.
Steel Skull was so good back in the day. He was
so good, man. This has turned into such a back in the olden days video, but it's so true, man. He's been crept massively though. I think. What about you?
Yeah. Again, probably an A plus in 2019.
Yeah.
And again, now it's like a C plus. It's just falling down a little bit, but still probably an average to slightly above average-ish epic in the whole scheme of the game.
Yeah, we're splitting hairs here. I'd probably give him a C. It's just like, I just hate the cool. I hate that it's 4, you know, and, you know, a cleanse and a heal. It's not bad, you know, and even the poison on the A1, but boy, I think it's how far he fell, you know, it's how far he fell. Dude, these I'm so glad that I never do prisms. I'm never gonna do them again, man. I don't like Prism Shards. So many dupes, man. It's such a small pool.
Proving my point.
One legendary. Granted, it wasn't S tier. So, Duck the Pierced or Duke the Pierced. Do you say Duck or Duke?
I say Duck.
Yuck.
Yuck. That's how I say it. Yuck.
Wait. The what? Like yuck?
Yuck. Yeah.
Yuck. I like that.
Now, I am not the arbiter of pronunciation.
Neither am I, clearly, so, bro.
Like, there's already 100 people typing about how crazy I am for saying it that way, I'm sure. But how do you say this champion? Before we're gonna keep you guys here. Some dude just tweeted me about an hour ago. He tweeted me, man. He's like, hey, your pronunciation's wrong. He's corrected my pronunciation on an @ tweet randomly, which I honestly, I didn't take offense to it. Like, thank you. But it was this dude's name he corrected me on. I can't believe I'm giving this guy a shout out in the video now, but now I want to. I would say,
tell me how to pronounce this dude. He had a big problem in the Twitter this morning.
I would say Giskar the Sigiled.
Okay, good job. I said Sigile like a real idiot. I apologize to you, Chosen. I apologize to my audience. Most importantly, I apologize to the dude who tweeted me. It's the Sigiled, not the Sigiled.
You said Sigiled?
Sigiled seemed like such a cool word. I don't know what it meant, but I was like, Sigiled. Anyway, awesome. I digress.
Like Street Fighter, Guile.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Even though this is a bad thing to do, let's just throw in a bonus because I have 3 spots. I have 3 spots. Let's throw in a bonus mythical here. Rapid Fire, Budget Apothecary.
Apothecary's brother, yeah.
Magistar, I think he sucks, right? Revive on death, reflect damage on 1 ally, bit. AoE heal reduction, okay, bad. He did have an AoE heal on that A2 though, so maybe like a D+. Prosecutor, she's got a double hitter, decreased turn meter, AoE, decreased speed, 3 turn cooldown, big version, a rare. I kind of missed her. I remember her, but like that's not a bad ability for a rare.
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all. I mean, she's got to be like a B-, C+. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say B-. I'm intrigued. All right, one more. Give us the mythical. Come on, Plarium. Get it out of the way. Okay, or not. All right, Filja. There's another one that I get crap for on pronunciations.
I would probably go a little bit more fancy. I'd go like Filja or
Filja.
Something like it's got to be something like that.
Dude, I'm such a caveman. I'm like Filja. I just like spurt out whatever the heck I see. Anyway, are you familiar with this champ? Too familiar with her?
Not really. No, okay. I'm sure if I saw it, I would recognize. But
here's the deal: I wasn't until like a year and a half ago or whatever the heck. But so like people in the comments, I used to go like, "Who do you think is the best epic nuker?" I used to ask my audience, and I got a lot of people saying her, Dirindil, and Nagoria. Like those were the three that everyone was like, dude, they smack. Try them out, Ash. So I maxed all three of them. And they weren't lying about all three, honestly. Like they all are now some of my favorite epic nukers. Filja is insane, man. Like damage-wise, right? She has a fully deplete target's turn meter. It's on a 4-turn cooldown, but like a great move. That's like Rohawk's number one move. Granted, he steals it, but still. But this Righteous Evocation it smacks. It's a big AoE nuke. Fills his champion's turn meter by 15% and heals him by 15% if the attack is critical. So it's a nice little turn meter fill there as well. Just not an insanely good kit, but can definitely be a very competent nuker. I'll give her a B+. I like the control and nuke blend.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably there's so many good epics. I'd probably go like B-, but yeah, close.
Chosen Brad, you have given us all of your takes. I've given mine. Where do you agree with us? Where do you disagree with us, guys? Thank you so much for watching until the end. And Chosen, thanks again for joining me, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's always fun, man. Thanks.
No problem. We'll have a link to Chosen's channel. Go ahead and give him some love. Toss him a subscribe as well in the show notes below. Thank you for watching. And as always, take care, guys.